Hello everyone. We just went on our walk. I didn't film. It was just really hot and sunny and pushing up a lot of hills because he wanted to go down the hills on his bike. Anyway, it's gonna be arts and crafts time. Jax wants to do some more perler beads. You can see our setup here. We've got a massive dino under the way that my husband is mostly doing. I get those because we all enjoy picking away at them. Jax is doing a few individual ones I have to iron, so we have the boards. We'll have more boards coming tomorrow. I did Lucky from Animal Crossing. It started Marshall, but had Jax finish because that one's for him. He loves Marshall. So I'm gonna iron these and then I'm gonna set up the kitchen table for rock painting. Despite the fact that we keep hiding them around the neighborhood and 2 days later they are all gone. So I don't know where they're going, but we're gonna keep painting. We are up here at a little after 2. We've been painting rocks. It's always so hard to paint the ones that we buy, the river rocks from the dollar store, because they're so slippery. The paints don't stick. So it takes a long time to get them covered, but any other kind of rock is too expensive or we have to find along the road. Anyway, this guy still has a fort built. Can you fix your rug? You have to hop off it and give it a little tug. Give that corner a tug. Yep. Make it nice and flat like a beach towel. You can't be on it. You just give it a little tug. But you've bent it all up, so. Good enough. Alright, he's gonna play while I get everything ready. We don't really have time to play because we've been painting so long. The mailman is outside. I hope that my hair came today. It's supposed to come tomorrow. It comes from California, but so fast. But it has.
What? It comes from California?
Yeah, my hair. I'm gonna put all the pink up here, and the pink is what's coming right now. I really need it. It's so ratty. I'll show you what's going on the underside of my hair. This is what it looks like. Whoop. It's hard to see the whole thing, but yeah. So this is on the underside. You can see a little bit is already in there. And then a mix of pinks will be on the top. So going back to pink. Pink is not my favorite color, but I think it looks really good on me.
Hey, Mommy.
So hopefully that was him bringing that up, but I think it's supposed to come tomorrow. So could be something my husband bought. We are trying to order things as much as possible instead of going out. But he does have to go out today. Every 2 weeks he has to go to Costco and get his medicine. I think we're gonna try to cook out tomorrow, and we've had the worst luck trying to find corn on the cob. Though Jax is happy about that because he's over corn on the cob for some reason. He doesn't like it anymore. But we're getting corn on the cob, and my husband wants to get some meat because both of those things were canceled off our groceries this week. And yeah, I think he wants to try to get a fan because it's just so hot. He likes to go outside and see his best friend. So when they hang out together, it's really obnoxious that you're doing that. It's really rude and obnoxious. He sits outside with him because, I mean, even though it's hard to explain, like he tries to social distance as much as possible, though if he were to hang out with him 6 feet apart for several hours, and then a couple days later our best friend finds out that somebody he worked with has COVID and that he has to quarantine, I would feel like we would need to quarantine too. So even if he's going out and hanging with him outside, there is that element of worry, but he's one of our bestest friends. He's family. He normally would stay overnight at our house like twice a month at least, so it's really weird not seeing him. So I think he's gonna get a fan to try to make it a little less awful to hang out with him outside. Benny's gonna come nap with us. He joined us for gym class both times this week because they had a doggy. He had to find a lost doggy in the woods, right? So Benny he pretended to be Yukon, the doggy, and the teacher loved him. Anyway, we're gonna do a book video or a library book.
We're gonna do
Okay, so I'm gonna get the bed ready. So Benny is going to bed and Ziggy is already in his crate. What?
I want you to read my book.
I can't fit. I'll be right back. Alright, gonna go get ready for this nap thing. Putting our rocks around the neighborhood. We've been having some problems with them. They've been disappearing. There's actually one like within a day, maybe like 3 or 4 days if we're lucky. So we're gonna see how long these ones last. Yeah, got some fun ones. So I had a bit of a grocery fail tonight. I'm out of my lotion, or almost. I'm like squeezing out the last bits of my lotion. I can use my travel bottle, but I tried to get that and the kids' soap. I can only get them from Whole Foods or if I order online. But it's been hard to get them lately. So I put in those, and you have to get to $35. So I got a pie for tomorrow, got some marble loaf, got some bananas and raspberries. It was good to go. It was at $37. To pack up the order, 2 things couldn't be found. I was like, I know which 2 things you're going to tell me. I bring up the order. Soap and lotion. But I'm going to enjoy this marble loaf and some coffee. That's what you hear over there. Alright guys, it is bedtime. Here we are. I don't think you saw anything in between me talking to you last, but I had a slice of that marble cake. Did you have some marble cake? Was it good? Yeah, we have no super lotion coming, so I've got to figure that out. The boys have just been doing perler beads, minus Sebastian. He was going to do his big toddler version, but he wanted to see a show before bed, so he's watching some Mickey Mouse. I'm actually wearing a skirt. I used to wear these skirts all the time. I've had a hard time finding them nowadays, so I haven't been wearing them, but I'm trying to wear some shorts when I take walks in the morning, and then I switch into my skirt because I'm not a shorts person. I don't like my legs being bare when I'm sitting. I get all these like creases that are kind of itchy, like fabric from the chair makes creases on my legs. I don't know, I don't like it. Plus Siggy scratches me up because he still has not enough manners. But yeah, it feels good to be wearing skirts. I used to live in these. They're kind of falling apart. It'd be nice if I could find some new ones. Whenever I order them on Amazon from just random sellers, they're just so big they fall off me, or there's just too much fabric here. So I don't know, this one's ancient since Jax was like a baby, I think. Anyway, I don't know what we're doing fully tomorrow. Like, I know a lot of it. I have to work, sadly. I've got stuff due by the end of the day that came in around 4, I guess. I was just like, I'll put it on for tomorrow. Hopefully I can make it happen. But I think my husband's off because it's like the observance of 4th of July since it's on a Saturday. And one of our biggest things is, well, he's been seeing his best friend a couple times now in the recent weeks. They social distance outside and hang out. So he's going to come here. And that's a big deal because, I mean, even if they're fully outside, I mean, he'll probably have to come in a little bit and use the bathroom and stuff. Not to say he's infected, but he does work with coworkers outside of his home. My husband is fully telecommuting. So I do feel that even if we're totally safe and he's 6 feet away and we're outside the whole time, if he were to have to go into quarantine in the next 2 weeks, like say he goes to work and then a couple days later they tell him one of his coworkers has COVID and he should stay home for 2 weeks just to make sure, then I would consider us needing to stay home for 2 weeks too. I don't know if that's just too much abundance of caution, since it's not like we're going to be hanging out without our masks near each other. If we need to go near him, I think everybody needs to wear a mask and they need to stay outside. My husband went and bought a giant fan to put outside since he's going to be out there at least until the kids are in bed. He might come in and they might watch a movie inside because our couches are on opposite sides of the large living room, so that would be okay. I don't know, it's nerve-wracking, but we miss him so much. He normally stays here all the time because he lives a little far. So, and not going to the beach with him is rough. But yeah, that's our big thing. We're gonna cook out and eat out, obviously. It's gonna be so hot. I'm like, I love our friend, but I might have to be inside a lot. I feel sick when I'm out there in the heat too much. I do love summer the most, but usually it's because I love pools and I love not being cold. But when it's too hot, oof, and when I can't go to the pool. Yeah, so work and a friend coming. Sebastian's big news is he's getting a trampoline. We got a trampoline for Jax when he was 3, I think, for Christmas. Santa brought it. And at first he was like, what is this? And totally ignored it and just was playing with his other presents. But then he fell in love. And all day, every day, jumping up and down in his playroom on this tiny little trampoline. There used to be like alphabet and number and color posters all over the walls. And he would just jump there reading them. It was the cutest thing.
Yes!
What are you doing?
Bouncing on the bouncy.
You like your bouncy? Look at how good you are at jumping.
I'm gonna do it up.
Okay.
Mr. Nubby season.
Okay.
A is for alligator. B is for bunny. C is for crab. D is for dinosaur. E is for bunny. F is for flat. Flat says repeat.
Can you say Merry Christmas?
Merry Christmas.
You'd even fall asleep on the trampoline. But eventually it broke. By the time we had Sebastian, it didn't even have padding around it, so it was like super unsafe. All the padding ripped off, so we had to take it to the dump. So my husband chose one. There weren't a lot of choices. He said we're putting Nana's birthday money to use. And yeah, apparently it's 5 feet, which is huge. We've got to get rid of the little play gym we have downstairs to not have all the space in the universe taken up. And I guess it has a netting around it, so that's good because it doesn't have the handle that Jackson's little one did. So yeah, it's probably going to be an ordeal putting together, but he's going to love it. My husband's gonna have to deal with the noise because he works directly below the playroom. Anyway, I've been talking a long time, and not only is that boring for you to watch, but it's boring for me to make the video. I don't know if you know this, but when I make the video, I basically open a new file on iMovie on my phone. I do this all on my phone. I add all the clips in chronological order. I add my outro, do a couple settings, jump back to the front, add the intro, choose a clip to put at the beginning, add some music, and then I just start playing through. I'll pause and take the sound out of the clip if I don't want the audio. Keep going, pause. If Sebastian talks, I'll put some captions under it. I just keep going through. When I get to the end, I fade out the music and I export it. I never watch it all the way through until maybe a couple days later, a year later. The one time I see it is as I'm editing, because I mean, if it's a 20-minute video, it's probably taking me time and a half, so 30 minutes to edit it. And I'm not going to do that 30 minutes and then sit there for 20 minutes watching myself speak, so it's in my best interest to talk faster. Anyway, after our dinner walk, in which we hit all our rocks, and I posted on the Facebook page for the neighborhood a picture of all of them, say, see if you can find them before they're stolen. I quickly got onto Animal Crossing. My Switch is there. I'm pointing at it. You can't see it because it's so dark. I quickly ran to a couple towns for my friends because server maintenance was starting and I just barely made it. Wow, good job. That's great, but you're gonna have to put them in your room. Can you drive it in there and park it somewhere? That's true. He has a car carrier with Hot Wheels. So yeah, I just barely made it out because 9 p.m. Eastern or 3 p.m. Hawaii, which that's what I play on. I play on Hawaii time. They were doing server maintenance for a big update, and now we're going to be able to go diving in Animal Crossing like new waves. So that is so exciting, and I just updated it, and it is waiting for me for when everybody's asleep and my video is done. So we're going to go do that sleep thing. Good night, everybody. I hope you are staying safe and healthy. I hope you are with your loved ones, and I hope you remember to wash your hands.